let's go. All right, here we go. A little more Mortal Kombat action on Rob's Arcade. Mortal Kombat. God, that commercial's still getting goosebumps. Hanging out here in Rob's Arcade with my good friend Buck on this anniversary of Mortal Kombat, the original release on the home console. No, you're fine. No, we're good. I just figured we'd just kind of hang out with you guys, play some Mortal Kombat, talk a little bit more. I was only going to do about 20 minutes, but I don't know, man. We're having like some good conversation, sharing some fun stories. I didn't want the good times to stop. Oh. If you can call getting your ass kicked a good time. Oh, no. It's like, I don't know what that is. It's like a friendship and a fatality altogether. Treasure these moments. Such a cool character in the Mortal Kombat movie, Kano. Love the accent.
Especially the new one. Stole the show.
Oh, dude, for real.
That should have just been his origin story. Forget the main character, whose name I actually forgot.
And like, yeah, it's like Jay Ray, something like that.
Philip.
And he was kind of like just thrown out there. I just feel like they kind of like wanted to connect the Sub-Zero plot line, I guess, and have it all intertwined, but. Yeah, no, he definitely needs to get his own. They should all get their own origin movie. That was a good cast all around. That was one of those like where I felt like everybody needed like a lot more screen time. But then you run into one of those 4-hour-long Avenger movies, and I think that would have taken away from what it was. It was just a really great, straightforward kind of again action kung fu movie. But yeah, he was a beast. Actually, Kano in the original film, his accent is like so distinct. I was actually watching a TV series from like the 90s. It was like a cop detective show in the 90s, and they were busting gun runners. And you know, this guy gets out the truck, and he's all like, you know, are we gonna do this deal or not? And he's like this voice. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that Kano? So like look it up on IMDb, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Kano. It's just like such a voice, you just can't forget it. I love how they get the likeness from the actor Shang Tsung here. What was that? Like, look at my belt. Ooh, sick. Oh, nice. Oh, there we go. It's like that move's got more to it, I guess. Oh, sweet. It's like, first you pull out the belt, then you punch the ground. There we go. Oh, this is a little off topic, but speaking of kung fu and movies, have you seen the new trailer for the latest Matrix movie?
No, but I've heard about the really cool gimmick they're doing. Or like you go to the website and you click the red or the blue pill, and depending on what you click, it'll show you a different trailer every time.
Interesting. That I did not know.
What I've heard, there's been 100 different snippets. No,
that's
I'm excited. I haven't.
Oh, it
I don't
looks.
have to watch trailers anymore. I'm one of those guys now.
Okay, little surprise there. Yeah, I'm not going to give anything away then, but it looks absolutely, it looks really good.
You know, if it's the Wachowskis and if it's Keanu
Exactly,
coming off of John Wick and just being Keanu in general. Keanu.
I did, before even watching the trailer, I was like wondering like how are they going to bring him back, because of course, as we all know, like, you know, he sacrifices himself, you know. Well, they don't really. I don't really think they really go into like how just quite yet. They bring him back, but I just feel like it's kind of like your iPhone software, you know, like just kind of gets updated. It's all there. Like, there's always going to be like a Neo. There's always going to be like a Morpheus. It's just, you know, the new version, basically. So, it's almost like a sequel and a reboot at the same time. So I'm really curious to see how they're gonna pull it all off. What other characters are gonna come back? Because that was one of all the side characters I really liked in that film as well. Like, there were not a whole lot of like Jar Jar Binks moments. When they were doing the sequels and adding on new characters and stuff like that, so.
Oh yeah, forgot about Jar Jar.
Should put him in Mortal Kombat.
Thanks for bringing that back up.
I'm gonna start hashtagging that campaign tomorrow. Jar Jar Binks is a new purchasable character in Mortal Kombat 11.
The new DLC.
Mm-hmm. Do Maul, Jar Jar, and Ahsoka Tano.
Nice.
That's the package. You get a great Sith, you get an amazing Jedi, Fallen Jedi, and Jar Jar Binks. So, just imagine the fun you'll have ripping the head off of that Gungan.
Taking his eyeballs and squishing them.
Twine him in a knot or something, yeah. It'd be great. It's so crazy, the Clone Wars try to give that character so much redemption. And it's just like, no. Still Jar Jar.
It's still Jar Jar.
Still Jar Jar. And he does great, like he's got some cool moments.
The Ewoks.
Then it has no honor.
Exactly. You're never going to do better than the Ewoks. Just stopped right there, Lucas. That was your crowning achievement. Why are the Ewoks not in Mortal Kombat? That's what I want to know.
Hell yes.
Instead of controlling like one character, you like control like 3 Ewoks.
Stand on each other's shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Taste my blades.
We're going back to Mortal Kombat. That's fun. I was just thinking, like, kind of, in terms of thinking of characters that were introduced into this game. The characters that they did introduce into this game. You talk about the goofy bicycle cop, but I feel like all of the original characters were just really cool concepts. You had, you know, like the Thunder God, which reminded me a lot of like Big Trouble in Little China, which is a favorite movie of mine, like growing up. So that was always cool. I've loved like the Sub-Zero, Reptile, Scorpion, Ninja motif they had going on with the different Powerpuff Girl colors.
That was one of the most interesting things about Mortal Kombat, is that it had mystery in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Noob Sabat and Smoke from 3 and Reptile are like all these weird. Oh well,
There was another one.
and we don't have this anymore because we have the internet and everybody's, you know, there's forums and everybody
Ermac?
can Google it. Or Mac.
I think he was
But
one.
you'd go to school and you go, dude, I saw this green guy. I don't know how to fight him or
Yeah,
unlock him.
yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
oh, bro, I know how to do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
kids don't have that anymore.
Nope. Nope.
They Snapchat to each other and.
There's so many little Easter eggs.
Jackie Briggs.
Mortal Kombat was such a cool game to me too, in terms of like the hidden stuff. You know, of course, like we mentioned the pit. There was a trick where when was it like the witch passed by the moon, you did the uppercut,
Witch by the moon, yeah.
and then
You could fight.
you could
Noob Sabat or Ermac.
right, exactly. And then there was like some weird stuff too where you could do. You would fight as like a Green Sonya character that was basically had all the moves of Reptile. It was like a weird glitch.
I'm your commanding officer now.
So when do I get promoted?
But yeah,
First you
that
gotta
that was
kick
stuff I
my
was
ass.
discovering like a year after the game came out. You know, it's just like typically, like you said, you know, you play a game this today, and it's like, okay, well, even the hidden stuff is kind of like pretty accessible on the internet, and you know, finding all the secrets and stuff. But you play an old Sega game, and a year later still be finding out secrets, and pick up a magazine, and hey, you know, new tip. It's like, what? Hold on, let me grab my cartridge real quick, pop this in, and check this out to see how real this is.
Right, see,
That was always fun too, just trying it out the, you know, just how real this
No
gimmick
pain,
was, or if
no
it was something that somebody just kind of like fabricated in a photo and sent in.
Fight.
The authenticity of this tip and trick. We were kind of talking about like Sega and stuff too earlier, and I remember with the dawn of Mortal Kombat, you had some great moments where fans would send in artwork of like, ooh, Coochie shot. But fans would send in like fan art of like Mortal Kombat type Mario poses with Sonic having his head ripped off, or
Yeah.
Sonic
Oh my god.
ripping
I
out.
forgot about this.
Yeah. Because a lot of times, like, you know, fan art would just be, oh wow, go girl. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, every now and again, like, the fan art would be like Sonic and Tails just kind of hanging out or whatever, but I remember, like, one kid did, like, a whole, like, cast where Mario was Liu Kang and Luigi was whatever, Bowser was Goro, and like, wow, this is so cool.
Jackie Briggs wins.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's been quite a franchise. I forget, we said 20-year anniversary? 25-year
28.
anniversary?
No, it's coming up on 28, almost 30 years, yeah.
Right, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
And they're still making games.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making movies.
Absolutely. I mean, this game was like a movie, or it's a television series, with all the cutscenes and all the stuff that was going on. Oh man, like it was so entertaining.
What's an animated series?
Yeah, it was so entertaining.
Oh my god, I forgot about it. Jesus.
I remember, what was it, the whole Jackie Briggs and her father's story arc, and I played that on Father's Day, and he had to like fight himself in order to protect his daughter or whatever. I was like, oh my god, like I'm like tearing up playing this video game, and I'm like, how more appropriate that I'm playing this part on Father's Day as well. Yeah, I kind of remember like the first night I played this, thinking like, oh man, this is like buying like Mortal Kombat Part 3, the movie or something. You know, just this ongoing story now. And then after playing it for a couple of days, I'm like, oh my god, no, this is like Mortal Kombat the series. Which They did one? I don't think I ever watched any of that. I remember they had like
Friend Baracho.
a bunch of Baracas, I think.
What business would you have with him?
His Batab is long
bunch of
past
Baracas.
overdue.
Yeah, it was like Baracas were like stormtroopers or something. Kind of like of the series. Or was it just like one?
Like there's a whole race of them.
Right, exactly. It was like a whole race, yeah. It's, not like they were stormtroopers in the sense like they were policing the galaxy, but just like they were just everywhere you want to be. In the sense that you see like a whole screen of clones in episode 2. I felt like I remember seeing like some scenes from the Mortal Kombat the series, and it's just like Baracas everywhere. The Baraka series. Oh.
Last one, my past, remembering my childhood's all flushing back to me now.
Oh, that was I played some Sonic the other day, and it was like somebody flipped a switch and floodwaters just opened up. And, I started thinking about just renting video games. Oh, being lucky enough to rent Mortal Kombat 2 or 3 and already having all the moves written in the instruction booklet for you. Little things like that just kept flooding back. Or wanting to go to the video store and not being able to because, Dad has a video card and he's not home right now. Stupid little things, man. But yet all just like floodgates. Oh, I honestly thought you were dead. I started taking this episode. Oh my god.
I did a tornado that did nothing. And then
Just like still learning, man. Storm. The white storm. Storm's been whitewashed.
oh, it's gonna be Scarlett Johansson.
Oh no. Oh great, now that you said that, my YouTube's gonna get canceled.
Don't cancel me, man.
I just came back, man. Oh, that's awesome. That's the best one I think I've seen all night, to be honest with you.
Woof.
Wins.
My foot's all twisted behind me. Got organs coming out of like 8 different places. I don't know what that thing spinning across the floor is. Maybe my
Is that
heart,
appendix?
hopefully. Hopefully that's what that is. That was amazing. That was awesome.
That's it. We've come a long way.
Yes, we have. I'm very appreciative of that as well. Like, we mentioned Nintendo earlier tonight. Just kind of,
Johnny
growing up with one. But really, like, the first system we ever had in the house was an Atari. Like, I wasn't allowed to play it. Like, I was just too young. I could play if, like, my dad and his friends were playing and they were around, but it wasn't something I was just allowed to hook up and play myself. Nintendo, of course, was, that system my sister and I would fight over. And then also having fights with my mom because I'm on the last level of Mario Brothers, but 21 Jump Street's getting ready to come on, so... you know.
Right. Oh, we gotta go to the grocery store. Just go, leave me here.
Exactly. Oh, we did that once. My friend and I have been playing Nintendo all afternoon. Literally on the very final stage of Mario.
Why do you care,
And
Still owe him for my knee.
my sister and mom wanted to go get ice cream.
Fight.
I'm like, no, we're fine. You don't want to get ice cream? No, we're fine. Stop the game, put it down. Alright, so we left it on. Just turn off the TV. leave it pause. Be right back, right? We're sitting in the ice cream parlor having ice cream for about, and the ice cream you could walk to, was like right across the street, you know. For about 5 seconds, all the power in the ice cream parlor go out. Everyone, oh no! Me and my buddy, our hearts, we knew it. Oh, son of a. Everyone else is like, you know, oh good, the power came back on. They're freaking out for that 5 seconds the lights are out, and then everything is fine, and we're like, oh no, oh no, 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 no. We're like running ahead of mom and sister trying to get home, and sure enough, we get back, and it's still on, but it's at that title screen. But yeah, just so grateful to, like I said, remember the days of like the 8-bit. My dad coming home with that 16-bit system and completely blowing my mind. And staying up late with my friends playing Mortal Kombat on Sega. And, you know, all the systems in between, and then still being able to stay up late at night.
Final round.
On a Saturday, nonetheless, with my friends, playing Mortal Kombat. It's just an absolutely, I'm so grateful for that.
It speaks to the franchise as a whole. That we've been doing this for 28 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Never gets old, never gets boring.
Yeah.
Doing a great job.
And it's like, I never find myself having a bad time. Like even today, I was like, you know, working on some, oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, nope. I think I was too far away. I was working on some YouTube stuff even earlier today for some other things, some cool spooky stories I got coming up in October and things like that. But I hopped on just to do like some storytelling through the video game console, and then I found myself like, well, since I'm in GTA or since I'm in Friday the 13th, like getting lost for like an hour or two. Like I said, it just never gets old. It's the same, you know, hunting down campers or, you know, outrunning the police or whatever. But I mean, it went from, I got up this morning at like 9 o'clock, started doing some YouTubing like almost right away. And before I know it, it's like 1, 2 o'clock, and I'm like, all right.
Nice. Oh yeah.
What else have I done today? Shootouts with the cops for 45 minutes.
There's some fun stuff in the woods, in the mountains and stuff. If you go fart around in the GTA woods and mountains.
Like single player mode?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Actually, like,
Just stay on your side of the border.
this is good information from audience too. So coming up in October, I'm going to be doing some ghost stories, and one of them I tell in the GTA universe at the same campsite where basically the Leatherface content goes down. I don't think my character is at the level to do all that just yet, but it was super spooky. I basically just kind of sit around a campfire with some AI characters and just tell this story, but it definitely works for that purpose. It just adds a, like kind of like a very very creepy element layer to the storytelling aspect. Oh, nice. There we go. Alright guys, well that's R4 telling me it's time to wrap up this segment of the Monday show here on Rob's Arcade. It's been a lot of fun. Just kind of hanging out with you guys all day, talking about the weekend, and of course, hanging out with Buck here, playing some Mortal Kombat on the 28th anniversary of the original Mortal Kombat console release way back in 1993, September 13th. So Buck, man, thanks so much for hanging out, dude.
Yeah, man,
Taking
thanks
the
for
time
having
to, dude, yeah, it's awesome. We gotta do more stuff like this. I'm glad I like start like I guess Googling release dates of stuff like this and kind of put together. I'm just glad. I said I was just kind of sitting around earlier and it's all kind of clicked. Like, wait a minute, is it Monday, the anniversary of Mortal Kombat?
Down, I'm always down. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, awesome, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out so much. Remember
Final round.
to comment down below. Let me know some of your favorite Mortal Kombat moments. If you've ever played Mortal Kombat. If you haven't, kids, get out there. What are you waiting for? Don't forget to hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and give me that thumbs down. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And if you are, share this video. Let's get some more guys in here. Alright guys, this is a goodbye. Simply to be continued. And until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Thanks for hanging out.